G'day, Bronnie from Rainbow Crow Studios. Today's tutorial is all about water marbling rocks and stones. One of my most favourite pastimes. I get very addicted to doing this. My whole garden out the front is full of various rocks and stones that I've marbled over the years. Okay, so what I might say to everybody first up is I use carrageenan and water for a size. So that's the name of the liquid that is made up here. Now there are other videos, other tutorials in my channel about making up the carrageenan the night before. It's all in those, all that information is there. I'm just not going to re-explain that in this video. This is about rocks. Alright, and I'll just let you know that I use jacquard marbling colours, which I decant into these bottles, and they come in a range of 9 colours. And also, a lot of the other things here, I've got a video on the fan and on glass bottle water marbling. I've got a video on feather marbling as well, and that's what I've done with some of my feathers. So there's lots of different videos on my channel, and also about the basics, what you need. So yeah, just take some time having a look at those other videos. Alright, so I'm just going to start putting on some colour. So with this one pattern, I'm going to be doing the 3 stones. I love black and white, but you know, I might throw in some orange as well. I like orange in those little gaps. Let's go. Orange loves to spread. Loves to spread. Let's see what the turquoise is going to do. Yeah, it's going to spread a little bit too. What other colour should we do? Although I do like just keeping it not too busy with colours. I'll do some more white. So with what I find with 3D objects, even with the little rocks, you need to really push the amount of paint that's on the surface of your size. Not like paper. Paper doesn't need much colour to create a strong colour, but 3D objects really do need it. So I'm just going to keep adding. It looks like there's a lot of paint here, but I'm just going to, if the paint will still allow me, I'm going to add more paint until it gets thicker and thicker. But we don't waste it as well. I'm going to make sure I use up all the paint in a nice paper print as well, getting rid of the bubbles. We don't want bubbles. Alright, so I'm going to make a pattern. So actually, I'm going to make a pattern with my comb, which is made of cardboard and skewers. So upright, and I'm just going to drag it once, like that, and then drag it back a little bit. And then I've got the shorter comb here that I'm just going to drag. So I'm wanting to make patterns that have enough lines for the size of whatever I'm marbling. So I can make, yeah. So I like that's like a chevron pattern there. And there's lots of nice colours creeping in there. So let's grab my first rock. I don't bother prepping them with anything. They seem to work all right. I don't get concerned about where the fingers are. If you are concerned about that, you can paint once over dry. Once it's over paint, once dry. That's the words I'm trying to use. All right, so let's pick an area. I'm going to go there. Let's go 2, 4, 6, 8. Whee, I like that. All right, so I'm going to put you there. I'm not going to worry about the bottom either. I'm going to give my hands a dry. Make sure your hands are always dry before you touch another object or piece of paper. Okay, I'm going to put you in here. Again, I'm not worrying about the bottom or where my fingers were because I just look at it from the top. And as I said, you can paint it over once dry. Lovely. So I've got one more I'm going to do. So you can always never waste this paint. Well, you can do whatever you like, but I hate wasting paint. All right. Oh, you know what? I'm going to use my skewer and make a little, because I love swirls. Alright, let's capture that. Yes, perfect. Alright, there's our 3 little rocks. Once they're dry, I'll just dry my fingers. What I'll show you is that I like to do to make them last longer. This is just pretty much one of the cheaper clear spray varnishes that I get from Bunnings. We've got Bunnings in Australia. I don't know what anywhere else in the world uses, but we use Bunnings. Yeah, so I will, even though this video is about those lovely rocks and stones, I'll just show you. I'm going to manipulate that pattern, make sure that there's no big bubbles anywhere, and so I'm going to use the rest of that paint up. Now, if you've got other things, I'm going to make another video about beads and spoons. You could have used water marble them in there as well, but you might have needed to add more paint in the sides to compress that to make it thicker. So, but I'm just going to use a piece of paper, one-handed. All right, let's do this. So, down. And then you see that coming through, sucking that paint up. And then I'm going to lift that up. I'm going to put that down here. Lovely. Yes. Collecting my paper prints. Oh no, wrecking that one. That's right, I'll clean that up later. Anyway, I hope that was a big help for people wanting to try rocks. Rocks are very rewarding, and once you've sealed them, they're there forever. Anyway, have a great day, and like and follow my channel if you want to learn more. Cheers, guys.